it was sort of extraordinary. And, as far as I can tell, I don't know if there were people who were doxxed, but there were certainly people who were ID'd online yesterday and of the days following. I mean, people were crowdsourcing the pictures and asking people and publishing. And frankly, I'm a little uncomfortable with doxing, which is when you put up people's addresses, and because that can be problematic, and you're putting this stuff out there for people to do bad things. You're encouraging them to contact these people. You're encouraging them to go to their houses when you dox. But IDing people who are out there in a public protest, I'm not as concerned with, frankly. I mean, that's why, of course, they used to wear hoods, right? Everybody took lessons from Charlottesville, that if you're going to be in the KKK, there was a reason why your forefathers did it that way. Because you still got to run the local haircut place and the general store.
Hot dog restaurant, apparently, is one guy.
Exactly. But here is one of the protesters out. He was saying it loud and proud, screaming. There are photographs of this guy out there. Was, I guess, quickly ID'd. I don't know if it was from some crowdsourcing or just because people were like, hey, I saw that guy at school.
So, yeah, some of his classmates noticed him.
Guy's name. Well, here is the report on the local KTVN. This is this kid turns out to be a University of Nevada, Reno student. And people are on Twitter like, that time you're the guy who sits in your English class went to a white supremacy rally. Here is, listen to this guy. I guess he was interviewed in this too. And it's pretty amazing how he's trying to sort of like, can't quite connect the dots here.
Among the thousands protesting in Charlottesville yesterday was 20-year-old Reno resident Peter Cvjetanovic. Cvjetanovic is an undergraduate student at UNR. He told us he traveled to Charlottesville to march in the Unite the Right rally. You may have seen this photo on social media. Cvjetanovic received a lot of negative attention online as the photo began circulating. Yesterday, we spoke with him by phone. Here's what he had to say.
I came to this march trying to send the message that white European culture has the right to be here just like every other culture. It is not perfect.
Pause it for 1 second. Have you even heard anybody say that white European culture does not have a right to be here? I mean, putting aside the fantastical notion that you could somehow eradicate white European culture from our nation, put that aside. Like, is there anybody you've ever heard who has advocated for that? Now, I will be fair. Maybe the purity of that culture could be tainted, but I don't even know that that has existed untainted since, I don't know, there was at least, the Pilgrims started using fish to fertilize their crops.
Well, the like any other culture seems like an appeal to multiculturalism.
So let me get this straight. He went down to march in front of the Robert E. Lee statue with torches to promote multiculturalism. Interesting. All right, let's hear.
European culture has the right to be here just like every other culture. It is not perfect. There are flaws to it, of course. I do not deny that. However, I believe that with the replacement of the statue, it will just be the slow replacement of white heritage within the United States, of the people who fought and defended, built their states and their homeland in this new continent as much as they could. And Robert E. Lee is a great example of it. He wasn't a perfect man by any sense of the word, but I want to honor and respect that what he stood for during his time.
The university
Pause it.
released.
I would love to have heard a follow-up. Like, what is that? What is that? Built his state, honored his state. He was, let's be clear. He was a traitor to the United States of America. If you really want to put it, he was a traitor to the United States of America. He led an army against the United States, right? To the victor. Victor gets to write the history. Sorry, bub. He would have built the nation if it was like that HBO show that they're going to do.
It built the Confederacy? Is that
Right.
what he's talking about?
Oh, no. I'm talking about his Mexican-American War work. He was much better in the Mexican-American War. Unbelievable. Well, hope that guy has fun at class tomorrow. Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos